She had a really rough time with my passing of my son. I mean, I tell people they argued every day of their lives, right? Competed for my attention, both great athletes and that, but man, when he went down, it almost killed her. She just took a month off.
Right.
Yeah, so, but she's back on her feet now and got her self-confidence back and,
Right.
Yeah, the first thing, what you said the other night, the first thing that happened, I didn't even tell Terry this. She had this phenomenal match in her debut, right? And I was managing her and I introduced her and it was really cool as shit. And then she came through and Hunter and Jane Getty is there. Everybody, all the bosses, Michael Hayes, Dusty, everybody goes, God, great job. Her name is Charlotte. Her real name's Ashley, but they call her Charlotte. And she walks out the door with me. We're walking over to the dressing room, and she just starts crying hysterically. And I go, what's wrong? She said, Dad, do you think Reed saw my match? How do you answer it? It just killed me, but that's all she thinks about. Do you think he saw my match tonight? No, I started crying too. I mean, what do you do?
What do you do?
I don't have the answer to that question, but the answer is I think he did see her, but
100%.
Yeah, but that's all she thinks about. I mean, she's been so upset about this that's,
Right.
but she's getting better. Time heals everything. It's still only been 10 weeks, so.
How are you doing with everything?
I'm okay. It's hard, came out of nowhere.
Right.
And the funny thing about it is, I keep telling him, well, he had just come back from Japan, because I took him over there, right? And he wrestled that match, and it was me, but I got a blood clot in my leg, right? So they wouldn't let me wrestle. And so Reed took my spot, and it's Muda and Fujinami, who never worked together, right? Fujinami came over just to have that match with me, right? It was supposed to be me and Muda against Fujinami and this other young kid who became a real good friend of my son's, Reed. So they go to, I said, put my kid in there. And Muda goes, no, he's too green. I said, no, my kid can work, put him in there. Well, yeah, you know how slick the Japanese are, right? They're like laying out the match, right? And having the referee, like they still play the thing when they can't speak English, right? So I said to Reed, I said, Muda knew what I did. I said, take that kid, because the kid that they're pushing to be their champion, this young kid, he's a baseball player. My kid could wrestle, really wrestle, big time, Blair Academy, college, he could wrestle, right?
Right.
I said, take that kid down and ride him around like he owes you fucking money. So that wasn't part of the escape. And so Muda's looking at me and go, what's he doing? I said, he's getting over, buddy. You understand? Getting over. And the kid came out again. Reed turned him over this time and pinned him. Referee wouldn't count. I said, do it again. Finally, they started the match, but Japan, he's not going to go out there and lay around for those guys,
Yeah.
And, they said, he'll be in the dojo for a month. They're all going to kick his ass, right? Really? He was on the road in 5 days. Yeah, they couldn't beat my kid's ass. He was tougher than shit.
That was terrific.
Yeah, he grew up tough, and I just, if you have kids nowadays, you've got to make them tough. I mean, it's a rough world out there, right? And he was, he probably learned to be a little bit insensitive from me, but he knew, he watched for so long, he knew how to get over.
Right.
But they were giving him a bunch of crap that night, and he was nervous to be in that spot, right? I just pulled him in the locker room. I said, take this kid down. I don't care what he did, and ride him around 3 times. Ride him in the ropes. Well, the kid didn't know anything about wrestling, right? He couldn't even switch, right? So the third time, he just cradled him, and the referee wouldn't count. He wouldn't count. For a count of 10, Muda goes to me, tell him to stop. Oh, it was tremendous. So, anyway, I have a lot of great memories of him.
That's a good moment.
Yeah, definitely.
He loved the funks of that. I was telling a story to Terry last night because it was me, Terry, Dory, Vicky.
Jimmy was my brother's.
No. Vicky was with you. What's Terry's last name?
Marty.
Oh yeah, Marty. We're all in the room, right? And my kid was out of his mind, sitting there with the funks and that. I mean, it was. He was hanging around. He couldn't get Terry. He wouldn't leave Terry alone. He followed Terry around, but he loved it. He just loved the business, He said to me one time, when he was about 16 years old, he'd gotten in trouble. I can't remember. I was like screaming at him, God damn it, you can't do this kind of stuff. And he said, Dad, you and Blackjack ain't booking the territory anymore. Calm down. Things have changed.
Blackjack ain't booking the
You and Blackjack ain't booking the territory anymore.
Blackjack.
Calm down. I mean, he had the wit too. He could talk.
Right.
Yeah. He just,
Then,
Who says that to their dad? Hey, Dad, calm down. Me and Blackjack ain't booking the territory anymore. I couldn't even get mad at him. I just started laughing. I go, who comes up with that kind of stuff?
That's wonderful. Wonderful, that's right.
Jesus Christ. I told that story at my Hall of Fame induction when Jack was there and Harley and everybody. Yeah, you and Blackjack ain't booking the territory anymore. I said, hey, Reed, go over there and tell Blackjack that right now, will you?
How's his health, Blackjack's?
Not good.
Not good.
Congestive
Not
heart
good,
failure.
Right.
Congestive heart failure.
Huh.
Yeah.